What is going on, guys? Spider here, and this is Destiny. We've got the King's Fall raid, and this is the hard mode, or the hard version of the raid. And it's actually not too bad, at least for most of it, okay? So we're going to run through it with you guys and kind of detail what are the differences between the normal run and the hard run. Obviously, most of the enemies that you're going to come up against are going to be of a higher level than in the normal raid, of course, right? You definitely want to be well over 300. I mean, you know, as high into the 300s, close to 310 as possible. I think most of our players are like 307, 308, in and around there. And I actually have on weapons that aren't probably ideal. Like this auto rifle is probably not the best primary that I could have, especially for long range, all right? So, you know, this section, when you're just getting the relics and you're putting them on the statues, there's nothing really different. Nothing has changed between normal and hard difficulty, other than possibly the difficulty of the enemies themselves, but even then, it's fine, provided you have some decent weapons, which I'm sure you have, all right? As far as the chests are concerned, if you run the hard difficulty, you should get all the normal drops in addition to what will drop on hard difficulty. Some of the regular chests, like the chests that you open right after this area, as soon as you go through the teleporter, that chest is a normal raid chest. So if you haven't run the normal raid on your character and you run hard, then you'll get something out of the chest. If you've already opened the chest on normal and you played on hard, you won't get anything, all right? So it's just basically the boss drops. The second area, when we're jumping on the Hive dropships, this has changed a little bit. The only change is the fact that we don't have the platform in the middle to act as a checkpoint, okay? So you basically have to jump from one ship to the next, and I fast-forwarded this stuff because you guys have all seen it. That is the only difference. So, you know, you got to do it all in one shot. You can't, like I said, the platform on the left-hand side, there isn't one, and we're going to jump onto the next ship right there, right? Because normally we go up to the platform and then jump on this ship, and if we died beyond this point, then we'd checkpoint back to that platform. So really, that's the only difference. Just going back to the chest discussion and the bosses, I will say the bosses, like I said, will drop normal as well as hard difficulty drops. So again, if you've already run on normal, you're not going to get those normal drops, you'll just get the hard difficulty drops, all right? The only other one is in the Basilica. There's not really a boss. Once you run the Basilica and the chest drops, you've opened the gateway to go into the War Priest, you should get those drops for hard difficulty, all right? And I think I end up getting a ghost that we'll see very soon. So we're almost done this section. Not really difficult, but like I said, just a removal of the checkpoint. That's about it. So you guys should be fine. All right, so now we're in the Basilica. Everything's the same. Same thing, same deal. You got a bit higher level enemies. The only other difference is that some of the knights that spawn in, that come in through the door, these guys, they won't start off being yellow health, but I think when you get approximately halfway or so, then they end up turning into yellow health knights, all right? And that's really it. That's really the only change. And to be quite honest, I was somewhat disappointed with what they've added to make the hard raid more difficult. I mean, up until this point, and you'll even see beyond this, with the War Priest and Golgoroth, it's not really that difficult. It's not hard. It's not that much harder than on normal. Okay? So, but we'll see that. We'll see that once we get to those parts. So we're just going to finish this off and then open up. Actually, you know what? I'll just skip to the chest because there's really nothing new here, all right? So let's just skip to the chest. All right, so here we are at the end, and we're just finishing the last ruin, and there's the chest that comes in, and we'll see our drops. And the thing is, the hard difficulty drops will come in from between, I think, 311 to 320. So I did get a Ghost Shell, the Kingslayer Ghost Shell. Look at that, 317. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I switched that over, and I've instantly increased my light level, which is going to be important later on. It does get more difficult. You know, like I said, the War Priest and Golgoroth are just fine. It does get more difficult once you get to the Death Singers and to Oryx himself. So that's it, guys, for this section. We're going to come back to you with Golgoroth and the War Priest in the next video. All right, guys? So stay tuned. Spider out.